Oh, wow. Is this an actual potion shop?
Hello everyone, welcome back to Potionomics, where we are continuing with our second day and starting to see a bit more of the game and a bit more of the characters we're going to run into.
I could have sworn it was all boarded up just the other day. And now, potions!
Yeah, pardon the mess. I'm working to get the place up and running again.
Well, I'm impressed. You must know what you're doing.
Of course, we are an excellent novice potion mistress.
That's really very kind of you. The truth is, I'm new to town and new to running a shop. I'm sort of figuring it all out as I go.
Really? I'm new here too! My name's Mint, and I just got to town a few days ago.
I'm Sylvia, resident potion switch. And by resident, I mean I literally live here.
It's seriously so good to meet you, Sylvia. Now, I have to ask, does Foster the Formidable ever shop here? Or Dox the Defenestrator?
That'd be a huge honor. Our heroes are overrated. She is a hero, so no, it would be a huge honor.
That would be a huge honor, but I'm not sure I'd recognize them.
You didn't have posters of them in your bedroom when you were little? I guess that was just me. I might be a bit of a fangirl. To be honest, I've been geeking out pretty much nonstop since I got here. I mean, this island has a lot of historical significance for the Heroes Guild. This is where they defeated Maven, the Witch Queen of Rafta.
Yep.
Of course, the fallout from that battle left the island uninhabitable for a while. But the whole place is rebuilding now, and that includes the local chapter of the guild. They've put out a call for new recruits!
Not cut out for heroing. You've got the muscles to be a hero. Very true.
You've got the muscles to be a hero. Ever thought about joining?
I assume that's why she's here.
Thanks, I do work out. And as a matter of fact, joining up is exactly why I came to Rafta. I answered the call!
Hey, that's great! Congrats on the new gig.
Thanks, but I'm only a provisional member for now. They've got me running odd jobs for the XP. Oh, that's slang for experience. Any day now, I'll be ready for proper adventures outside of town. After all, there's a whole island out there, teeming with mystery and danger. And potion ingredients, of course. Swing by the guild hall if you're ever looking for loot. I could help you out for a small fee.
Interesting.
Or you could talk to our guildmaster Baptiste about funding a larger expedition.
Sounds promising. Thanks for the tip.
We do need potions ingredients.
No sweat, Sylvia. I know we just met, but I'm already rooting for you.
Same.
That's going to work in your favor, I bet. Evoke sympathy in your customers, and they'll be more likely to cut you some slack.
Sympathy. Gain 2 shield and apply sympathy for 1 turn. Sympathy is increase all interest gained by 25%. So we definitely want to play this early in a turn.
I'll definitely keep that in mind.
And I have a feeling you're gonna do great. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some fetch quests to tackle. You wouldn't believe how often people in this town misplace family heirlooms.
Just making fun of standard video game tropes. So, gym ingredients cost less, ore ingredients cost less, and bug ingredients cost less for the day. And we have a decreased value from mana potions. Ugh. So they're going to sell for less. So we're out of ingredients. Can't make any more potions. Might as well check out Quinn's shop, right? Or else there's always the Heroes Guild. Travel takes time. Is our brew ready? Because it was 4 time units, but I don't know how much time travels, or how much time passes while we're sleeping. Let's check out Deck Builder, because we've got some new things. Quinn gave us Plant the Seed, and so I'm going to replace Think Sylvia Think, because it's a terrible card. And then Mint gave us Sympathy, which seems like basically the same as Brace Yourself, but better. Right? Brace Yourself is just 2 shields for 1. This is 2 shields and sympathy for 1. So that seems like a good trade to me. Save our deck. Let's check out our brew before we waste any time. We can bottle it. So it's a 3-star common, which means that is in fact
as you decide what
meeting
potions you're going
requirements.
to make, reference your recipe book. Throwing things into a cauldron and seeing what comes out is all well and good, but planning things out can give you an edge when reacting to the market.
Okay. So our recipe book shows that we know health potions, mana potions, fire tonics, sight enhancers, and poison cures. So these are the 3 that we need for the tournament. And I guess it shows what we've managed to craft of them. So minor, common, there are 6 sizes. Okay. If I'm understanding that correctly. Currently we have those 2, and this is our status on the competition. So we've got the ingredient we need, but we're probably going to sell it. Sadly, yeah, I can't brew anything, so we need to travel. We've got Mint and Quinn. Let's go see Quinn first, I suppose. We meet again. Let's shop. We've got a bit of everything. Ooh, we can filter. Neat. So all you have are the ingredients we've seen so far that just give the basic 6 of each. I mean, I could buy all of it, and then we'd have ingredients for a while. We're going to want to trade off from these to better ingredients soon. Also, is your trunk a mimic? I'm just noticing that now. I'm going to do it to buy all these things. But hopefully soon we won't need these basic ingredients, because pretty much anything is better. Interesting choice. Better than nothing. Yeah, your trunk is a mimic. That is super cool. So we could hang out. Does that take time? It doesn't show it's taking time. Ah. Boosts relationships slightly and relieves a bit of stress. Realistically, we want to brew soon, but we've already started our time slot. So as soon as we go into travel, it automatically is already taken up the 1 time slot, so the moment we return back home, we run out. But I think while we are traveling, everywhere we go is free time.
I'm so glad you decided to drop in on me. What do you think of the guild hall? Isn't it amazing?
There's a lot more taxidermy than I expected.
Yeah, heroes love their trophies. Maybe I'll be contributing one soon. Because, get this, I've been approved to go adventuring! The training wheels are coming off! You should send me out sometime. I promise I'd bring back some great loot for you.
How does that work exactly?
Oh, I can tell you all about it. I just had my orientation, and I took detailed notes in my dedicated color-coded adventuring binder.
You are very dedicated.
Sounds complicated.
Nah, I'm just a nerd for this stuff. It's actually a pretty simple system. Start by choosing which area you want me to explore. The farther I get into that area, the more loot I'll bring back. Providing me with potions is totally optional, but the right potion could help me get farther, or might help me find better spoils. Every potion has its uses, but health potions and mana potions are by far the most important.
We do have mana potions on us.
Health potions help me withstand damage, and mana potions power my attacks, allowing me to fight my way past monsters. However, there's a limit to how many potions I can drink at a time. All that magic can really mess with a person's stomach. Oh, don't forget there's a fee every time you send me out. Those are set by the guild. That's about it. Consider me on call. Honestly, I can't get out there soon enough.
I know you'll do amazing.
I hope so. This is what I've been training for, after all. Oh, they also gave us a goodie bag of health and mana potions for new recruits. Let's use them on my first adventure.
Sounds great to me. So 3 minor and 3 minor health, 3 minor mana.
Health potions to patch me up and mana potions to get me to the finish line. Let's use them both! And, hey, thanks for the support, Sylvia. It means a lot.
You're welcome. Okay, so we could send her out on a mission. Where should I go today? Looks like the Enchanted Forest is the only place you're able to go at the moment. Say the word and I'll head out. So, ultimately how this works is that she's got 10 health and 3 mana to start with. Every monster she kills takes a mana. So there's 5 monsters here, so she needs 5 mana to get through it. So if we gave her 2 of these mana potions, that would allow her to get through it. These attack icons is how much damage they're going to do to her. So you can just total that all up. 2 plus 3 is 5, 7, 10, 15 total. So she needs 5 more hit points to be able to make it through it. We can test at any point. So if I ran the test now, this doesn't cost anything. And it shows her health going down. And she can't get through this one because it would kill her. I guess 15's not enough. Because she was unwilling to do this one. Even though she's got 3 health. Because that would get her to 15, which is the amount she needs in theory. This should work, you would think. She's also got a limit of 4 health. No. So even if she has the exact number, so she still needs to have 1 hit point at the end. So we'd have to give her the last healing potion. Well, 1 more. That'll actually get her through it. And you'll notice that she has a level. As we send Mint out more, she'll slowly level up. And it doesn't give her a ton of bonuses, but it does increase her level a little bit. And this should allow her to get through it. There we go. And I think that's indicating she'll level up from this. I'm going to dominate out there. She gets all the way through it. We get a medium loot for taking out the boss, as opposed to smaller loot from taking out the minions. It's only going to take 1 time unit. So by the time we get back to our camp, this time unit will have gone by. Our camp? No, our shop. So if we immediately returned here, she would be done. It does cost 25 gold. So it's using 4 potions and 25 gold. But she's going to get back a bunch of treasure, including a sizable treasure of ingredients that we can use in our shop. So go for it. Good choice. I'm on it. So we're still in the same time unit. If I go home, it's over. I could hang out, but I think I should probably brew if I can. Welcome back. You'll probably want to get brewing soon, yes? Check your potion recipe book for all the possibilities. Remember, offering a variety of potions is key. While your potions brew, consider dropping in on your new acquaintances, but travel takes time, so plan accordingly. Well, anyway, I think you can take it from here. Remember, adapt and overcome. Oh, and take an early rest if you need it. Otherwise, you might get too stressed to function. So we could end the day early. Obviously, we're not going to do that. So we do have potions that we can sell now. Let's do some brewing. And I'm inclined to go for healing potions, which is red and green. We've got a good amount of mana potions kicking around, so it just feels better. And yeah, I don't think it matters that it's going to take 2 time units. We could speed it up if we had fuel, but we don't. Yeah, I think that's just good. That's as good as we're going to get, I guess, is the correct statement. So we could open shop now. We could also travel and meet Mint to get her rewards. And then take them to Quinn. We've got 2 time units to kill, so maybe travel and then hang out with someone? And that'll be when our potion's ready. So let's go see Mint. She'll be back from the adventure. We got yellow and green. Only 4, but it's a total of 8, which is better than the 6s we've been dealing with. Again, 8 Magimins of red and yellow. 8 green, but it has a negative quality. 8 yellow with a negative quality. And then 2 fuel that speeds us up by 2 time units. Thanks.
The Enchanted Forest was no sweat. I actually enjoyed being out there.
I knew you could handle it. And I'm excited to use those ingredients you brought back.
I found some other goodies too. I set them aside for you. These are glamours. They'll change the look of your shop. They're purely cosmetic, so don't expect any tangible benefits. Still, they're pretty cool, right?
Okay. New wood floor, stone floor, polished wood wall, and stucco wall.
Hey, thanks. I can see how it'd be nice to switch things up every now and then.
No problem. I'll keep an eye out for more. Apparently some critters got into a shipment and now they're spread all over the island.
Well, thanks.
Which reminds me, I can return to the forest anytime, but I'm also up for more of a challenge. The mushroom mire and the bone wastes are available to me now. They're a little more dangerous, but that means better rewards. And here's one more tip. You should introduce yourself to our guildmaster, Baptiste. He sends out daily expeditions, and if you invest in one, you'll get a share of what comes back.
Good to know.
I'll be sure to introduce myself. And I'll keep you in mind for further adventures, too.
Sounds good, Sylvia. I'm ready when you are.
So yeah, sending out Mint as often as possible, even if she can't get all the way through, is going to keep getting us new ingredients, which is important because it's better than just buying the garbage ingredients from Quentin. Where should I go today? Let's see what you have available. So we could go back to the Enchanted Forest. You leveled up, so she now has 11 health, which means that in theory, if we did the same thing as before, where we had up to 16, she can now get through it. So something like that, if we tested it, that's the 5 enemies she needs to beat for the 5 energy. So now she only needed 2 mana fortified and 5 health rather than the 10 health because of her level up. Tempted to go with that. Let's see these other options. Mushroom Mire. Don't worry about me, I can handle it. So the way these obstacles work is that if I don't have a poison cure, she can't get past it, which means the max she can get through is these 3. Even if I gave her infinite healing and mana. But it'll give better gear. Like, even if we give her... Yeah. Still... gives small loot. Even the hardiest tank is vulnerable to poison. Have anything for that? I don't. So we get 3 small loot that is, I think, better small loot than if we went to the forest. Back down from a challenge. Elemental attacks, on the other hand, just does that kind of damage, same as attacking monsters. But if we had a fire tonic, it would reduce the damage from all fire sources. So if we had something that reduced fire damage by 5, like a single fire tonic, then this would deal no damage and these would only deal 2. So they're pretty powerful. In this case, she can get to here without a healing potion. And even with 5 more health, she's not going to make it past that one. So, and I'm guessing that's just 3 small loot again. Yeah. Alright, I think we will go with the Enchanted Forest. Yeah, because this single miner is not going to get you past it. So it probably is better to use the common. And this doesn't seem to be enough that it'll level her up. It's getting close, though. but sure. We'll send you out. Alright, hammer time. Baptiste is now available at the Heroes Guild.
Wow, this place is bigger than I realized.
Greetings, fair patron! Greetings and welcome to the Heroes Guild! I'm Baptiste, esteemed guildmaster and fledgling barkeep.
Hi, I'm Sylvia. I'm new to town and I make potions.
Then you'll certainly benefit from our services. Hiring a hero is a surefire way to get your hands on new ingredients. You can work directly with any hero you're acquainted with, or come to me.
Or both.
I always have a list of upcoming expeditions. Invest in one, and in return, you'll receive a portion of whatever loot is brought back.
Wow, it sounds like the guild has a lot to offer.
We aim to please. So, if there is anything else I can do to be of service, just let me know.
How about sharing some pointers? Do you have any advice for a fellow merchant?
Well, I don't know that I'm a merchant per se.
You said you're a fledgling barkeep.
I'm more of a facilitator. A master administrator, if you will. I keep everything running smoothly here while our town's great heroes seek glory, adventure, and resources.
It almost sounds like you're bragging about being a bureaucrat.
Don't you know? Bureaucrats are the very linchpin holding society together. We don't call ourselves heroes. But if making order of a chaotic world isn't heroic, I don't know what is.
That's an interesting point of view.
Isn't it? And in striking up a conversation about it, I am demonstrating that piece of advice you asked for. If you've got something to sell, then best to captivate your audience forthwith.
We've learned Captivate. Takes no time. Increase patience by 1. If opener, increase patience by 2. Nice.
I think I can manage that.
It's advice I've recently taken to heart. I arrived here only a few months ago, intent on guiding this guild to greatness. And the heroes have greeted me with open arms, although some of their traditions are rather, mystifying. Say, you look like a commoner. Maybe you could share some insights.
The way you say that seems negative.
You must be a noble then.
Yeah.
Shh. I'm trying to downplay all that. You know, to help me fit in.
Sure.
But that brings us to my question. Tell me, this charming little tradition of leaving gifts in a new friend's shoes.
Odd.
Gifts?
Yes, you know, like shaving cream and rotten fruit. And that one time it was a scorpion.
Yeah, you're being hazed.
Is that really supposed to go on for months? I mean, I'm flattered, but it's starting to feel like overkill.
That's real bad. They must really like you or they're taunting you. I mean, they're taunting you, but do I just want to point it out if you... I mean, if I tell them they really like you, it sort of flatters you. I'm gonna be honest. They're taunting you.
They're taunting you, Baptiste. There is no tradition like that.
Oh, really? Well, the joke's on them. Because I've been taunted by the best. It will take more than a bit of tomfoolery to get my goat.
You're very positive.
At any rate, I shouldn't be too surprised. I knew coming here that there would be a period of adjustment. Finding yourself suddenly in a new land and in a new role. It can be challenging, can't it?
Yes. We'll get the hang of it. At least you're handsome. That seems really out of place. We'll get the hang of it.
We'll get the hang of it. I mean, almost everyone in this town is a transplant.
Indeed. In that sense, you and I fit in quite well. At any rate, it's been a pleasure making your acquaintance, Sylvia. I hope you decide to avail yourself of our services.
I shall.
And I trust we'll find the opportunity to chat again soon.
Okay, so I can invest in his adventures to get various ingredients back. So we already have found these two with mint. Ooh, that looks like a good ingredient. It doesn't actually cost that much to invest in it. So if we invest at least this much, we will get the rare ingredient, which is this one. But it disrupts the ecosystem a certain amount. The more we invest, the more ingredients we get, but also the more it disrupts the ecosystem. I don't actually know what disrupting the ecosystem does. Do I want to invest that much to get a whole bunch? I mean, this is a very good ingredient. We'll go a little less to get 8 of them. And then there'll be a smattering of other ingredients that he'll give us as well. It's a lot. You gotta spend money to make money. I mean, I could just spend an amount into each of these to get their rare ingredient as well as random other things. Then I'm basically out of money, but we are making potions, and I have ingredients to make more potions and do more selling. I don't know about this. We're gonna do it anyway. I'll make sure they leave immediately. Alright, let's go see Quinn now. 'Twas a pleasure.
Hey, Sylvia. I hear you've been busy.
Uh-oh. What have you heard exactly?
Nothing especially interesting. Mint just mentioned you've been working with the Heroes Guild. She's too nice to give me the real gossip. It's a major shortcoming if I'm honest.
So you're friends with Mint?
I didn't realize you two knew each other.
I know all the heroes. After they go on their little adventures, they sell their trash items to me.
So, what you then sold to me is trash.
It's basically my whole business model. Trash comes in, trash goes out. Of course, they keep the best stuff for their clients. So, I'm guessing you've got something decent in your inventory for once. Maybe something I've never seen before. Give it here.
What? No, why would I do that?
Suit yourself. I'm just trying to help you out.
You could buy it off of me.
I know how this goes. You get your hands on a good ingredient and you're all excited to use it in a potion. So you throw it in your cauldron and poof, it's gone forever.
Yep. But I have a good potion.
But it doesn't have to be that way.
What's the alternative?
Easy. Hand it over to me instead. My clairvoyance lets me hone in on specific ingredients. Meaning, if you give me something good, I'll be able to find more of it. And then I can start offering that ingredient for sale in my shop. You miss out on the instant gratification, but you get guaranteed access to the ingredient in the future.
Yeah, okay. I can see how that could come in handy. I'll let you know if I decide to take you up on it.
There, see? You give me free stuff, and we all benefit.
But mostly you.
Mostly me, but still.
I wouldn't expect you to operate any other way.
Thanks, Quinn.
But hey, since you're chummy with all the heroes, does this mean I'll be running into you at the guild hall?
Nah. Despite the invaluable service I provide to the heroes, I'm not exactly welcome in their clubhouse. You set one fire, and suddenly everybody acts like you're a real liability.
Yeah.
You set 2 fires, and you get banned for life.
Also, yes.
Consider yourself warned, I guess. Now, did you want to buy something?
So, yeah, this is a new option with Quinn, is to expand her shop by giving her ingredients. And then the next day, they'll have those ingredients available to be in their shop for purchase. So we will give all 4 that they don't have currently. Just to open up the options. It means we have to buy them, but it's cheaper and more specific of what we need than just going through the adventurers. And I think your shop is still empty because we already bought everything. Yeah. And this is still that same time slot. So we've got another time slot to waste before we can get our before our potion's finished. We could travel back to Baptiste. So I guess it's not stopping us from going back and forth between them during this time slot. We don't need to do anything with him, but if we wanted to hang out with him or Quinn, we could. I'll hang out with Quinn. So a blind taste test boosts relationships slightly and relieves a bit of stress. We don't need the stress relief, but we don't really have any real uses for our day if we went anywhere else. You can't succeed in this business if you can't tell a slimy fish from a fishy slime. Quinn pulls out a blindfold and a sack of ingredients. Sylvia is hesitant. Understandably. But Quinn has a point. Sylvia uses this stuff in her craft. She should know her materials inside and out. She dons the blindfold and opens wide, bracing for whatever Quinn has in store. Just letting Quinn feed us random potion ingredients. Some of the ingredients taste alright, others don't. That was fun. I'm not sure your palate is any sharper than before, but your projectile vomit is something to envy. That lowered our stress somehow. Sylvia feels a little closer to Quinn and mildly less stressed. So, by raising our relationship, we're now ready to rank up, but that also takes time, and we have stuff we can do now back at our shop. Does this still... I'm wondering if this counts as the same travel, sort of. Like, if I traveled to Mint now, does that take time? Because it'd be really great to get the supplies back from the adventure. But our potion's ready to be bottled during this time slot, and we could then open up the shop to get back some of the money that we've lost. I'm curious. One way to find out is to test. How about that? I did a thing. Does this take us to the next time slot? It did not. We're still early afternoon. Interesting. So we got cubic ooze, which is 3 of each of the A, B, and C. That's a bit awkward to work with. We currently don't have any potions that need that, I don't think. Got you before. Okay, and even more oak wood. Well, thanks. We could sell some of those to Quinn. Just keep going back and forth, since it's not taking time. Come back tomorrow and I'll have the goods. So I think at this point we are ready to go back to our shop, because Baptiste, his stuff takes a whole day. Or the next day. I don't know if it takes a whole day or if tomorrow in the morning he'll be available. If it's always just needs the night. That, we have spent an additional time slot. Interesting. Well, let's finish our brew.
I see you've acquired an ingredient with a trait.
Huh? I did?
Sylvia, you need to pay attention to what's going on in your inventory. An ingredient with a trait is an opportunity to strategize at the cauldron and to engage your customers' senses.
Oh yeah! I have some notes on this, actually. I just need a quick refresher. Some special ingredients have not just magimens, but also traits. By placing these ingredients with traits into your brew, it will impart those traits to the potions. Using an ingredient with a positive trait in your brew will boost the value of the final potion. Be careful, though. Ingredients can also impart some less desirable traits that will lower what customers are willing to pay for a potion.
So I think value-wise, a trait is roughly equivalent to a star. So a negative trait will drop it a star in value, positive traits increase it by a star in value. It doesn't actually change the stars though, but for purchasing purposes. So even if we were at 5-star on a potion, we got a positive trait, it wouldn't knock us up to the next size category. It would just be treated as a 6-star minor potion. But still, good to know. Nice. So now we have a bunch of these lesser ingredients. And then we have a couple of better ingredients. So, do any of them? Yes. Sight enhancers actually do use A, B, and C. Use A, B, and D. I don't think we've even gotten any D. And this is the one that's needed for the poison cure, for Mint to be able to go in that one area to get a little farther. Just occurs to me that we visited Mint and I did not send her out again. I guess I didn't have the gold to do it, so I guess that is fine. Alright. What's green and yellow? Green and yellow is mana potions. Okay. So I could go with something like that to give us slightly more Magimins than if we had just used these two, which would have been 4, now we're at 20, or 24, now we're at 28. I don't know that that's significantly better. And I could use fuel, because currently this is going to take 3 time slots, which means we're not going to have time to bottle it up and start a new brew before the end of the day. So it might be smarter. It's a bit of a waste. A 1-time slot fuel would have been better. But I'm willing to go for it. I guess we could have just gone with the 24 because 28 didn't actually get us to cross the line for another star. So we're still going to end up with a 4-star or possibly 5-star. Ah well. Let's arrange some potions. Since we're making mana potions, we will focus on selling the mana potions we have. And then 1 healing potion. And then at night, we can brew another healing potion. That's my thought. Or a batch of healing potions. Do we need to change our deck because we've met some new people? Right, we've got Captivate available. Increase Patience. Which of these do I not care for? Don't particularly care for Scheme. Again, I'd generally rather get a card that does something rather than a card that just... Yeah, a card that just allows me to draw more cards. I don't know. Seems fine. Let's open our shop. Pleasant afternoon, shopkeep. I've got a good feeling about this potion. So you've got the common. Let's get sympathy going. We don't need the shield, but it will make these better. And in turn, it's just a bit rough around the edges. So if we use Captivate as an opener, it increases patience. Since we don't have Reel 'em in, we don't need to set that up as our opener. So Captivate, get you a bit more patience. We could just plant the seed and end turn, because set 'em up is pretty terrible if we don't have Reel 'em in. If haggling's nard, you're something something. Sylvia's turn. We have close 'em out. If I use sympathy, I could only use one Reel 'em in, unfortunately. If I did skip sympathy, I could do both Reel 'em ins and then the closeout. I don't like your armor though. Reel 'em in. Reel 'em in. And let's close it out. Not bad. Things are looking up. I love supporting a family business. Tell me something. How about this? Again, we don't have Reel 'em in, so this is not as useful. But we'll set you up. Embrace ourselves. That way we've gained at least some interest. Then turn. I don't know about potion. Captivate. And I could... might as well do the set 'em ups. There's something to be said for just ending turn and hoping we get something better. We're supposed to look out for one another. Oh. So we've now got the stress cards because our stress is getting too high. It's only increasing our stress by 1, but it's not great. Don't think there's much point in ending turn when it's going to use up 3. So it might be better to do 2 sympathies and a Reel 'em in. And then just close the deal. It's only worth 12 gold? Ugh. Well, let's close the deal. Then we don't get those stresses. Deal. Hey, Mint. I've had a great day so far. Gotta keep my momentum going. Do you think this potion will give me a boost? Maybe. I guess I should have used the sympathy first. You've still got plenty of time. I've faced monsters, but you know how to make me sweat. Hey, we got to set 'em up, Reel 'em in. Nice. Set 'em up, Reel 'em in. Are you... No, you're not trying to attack us, so I don't need a brace. I could close out now. Or I could give it another turn and hope we get something good. I was trying to save money this week, but that's not your problem. Alright, let's captivate. No point in plant the seed at this point. So let's just set him up and close out. Alright, time to do some quests. Thanks for your business.
That's all of them for now.
All right, and our brew is finished. So let's bottle it up. 5-star mana, perfect. When we get better ingredients, we'll start getting higher quality soon enough. We're just not there yet. So now we're wanting red and green. Which I think we just need to use these two still. That'll give us our healing potion, potentially up to 5-star. No point in trying to speed it up. Yeah. We are unable to open the shop. At least I assume so. Yeah. So let's travel? Can I hang out with people during this travel time? I can send Mint out again, potentially. No, I can't hang out because there's not enough time. So yeah, it's just sending you out. Since we've got a bit of money. That's not enough to make it through. I'd have to use both mana potions, and then you could get through the whole thing. We're out of potions, which is rough. But I do want the good stuff. I think I need to start making some fire potions soon so that we can send her to the other area. We also need better cauldrons to get better stuff. We'll get better with time. I just want all the better tools right away. So Baptiste, you still have your people out, right? Greetings and salutations. Yeah, I can't do anything there. So tomorrow we're going to get good stuff from him. We're just not there yet. And same with Quinn. So I think we just need to go back home and rest. Fare thee well. Good to have the heroes up and running again. Made a bunch of money yesterday, lost a bunch of money today. Fantastic. Anyway, we're going to end the episode here. Next time we will move on to day 3. I assume at some point things are going to start moving a little faster and it won't just be a day per episode. But for now, thank you for watching. See you guys then. Bye.